I'm Braylon Crutchfield.
I'm Tommy Sachetano, and this is our senior project. So for our senior project, we are emulating the sounds of the 1930s, 1940s jazz recordings, and we're accomplishing that using one of USM's big bands, using analog gear, analog consoles. We were fortunate enough to find a tape machine that's in working order, and eventually we're going to have all of our recordings pressed to vinyl to really fill out the entire sound that we're looking for. I would say that I was inspired to do this project based on the music that I grew up listening to, which was a lot of like 50s and 60s music. And then when I started college, I started learning jazz, and I got a real appreciation for the music. Working with big bands was one of my favorite things to do. So when it was time to do my senior project, I knew I wanted to do something with the jazz band. And when I heard rumors about there being tape machines still lying around, I instantly knew, okay, that's what I want to do, by kind of replicating the sounds of records that I have listened to for a while and trying to recreate them as best as I could with the technology that I had available.
I think that this project is going to help both of us going forward because it gives us an opportunity to work with equipment that not a lot of other students have the opportunity to work with. And I think it's going to help us develop new skills that will set our resumes apart when it comes to job searching and things like that. For me personally, I don't have a lot of experience getting to work with analog equipment, especially with mixing. I usually mix through Pro Tools specifically, so now getting to use the board to do more mixing and have that hands-on experience has been really fun and really interesting. So what I like most about the project is how it lets us take the past and future and fuse it together to kind of create something new. We are focusing on 30s and 40s jazz music, so that's kind of like the past aspect of it, but we're having to incorporate that with some newer equipment because we don't have access to mics and things like that were used in that period of time, and so it's kind of taking that sound and putting a modern twist to it. And then we're still using tape machines, which is really awesome, but I think it's really cool that we're getting to take both of those things to make something new.
So we started working with the jazz band, getting a feel for the instrumentation, the music, and we were actually able to start recording in early May. So that took a lot of pressure off of the fall for us. Just not having to worry about recording, we could just focus on mixing. So during the recording process, we weren't able to record directly to tape, which turned out to be in our favor. So we ended up recording to Pro Tools, and now for the mixing stage, we're coming out of Pro Tools into the Talk console behind me, and every instrument gets its own channel so we can mix a bit more in detail, which wouldn't have been so much of a thing at the time. Engineers would have painted in broader strokes, but we have the ability to be a bit more meticulous, so we're trying. We're using not only the EQ that's on the board, but we're also using the rack gear that's with the studio. And then for the mastering stage, nowadays it's a whole different stage, but for our setup, we're kind of lumping it in with the mixing. So the mastering stage is pretty much just going to be level adjustments, some slight EQ, and then it will go to the tape that we're using, and then we're going to take that and have it pressed to vinyl, hopefully. It was a lot of hard work, but in the end we got it done.